Yo, Wagwan people. What is up, people? What is up? Okay, so we are live from the village right now. How are y'all doing? How's y'all doing? Everybody in it right now, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to play a little bit of Overwatch today. But before I do that, you know, have a little bit of a chat, Cool. Some things being delivered. That's what I like to see. New Funko Pops coming. That's the plan. Hopefully that'll be arriving soon. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch over to this screen. Oh, I haven't changed these things, have I? Okay. Shoot. Let me get rid of that. And okay. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, had some stuff going on the recent stream with Who Killed Captain Alex. So that setup was for that's how it was before. But yeah, that's not needed right now. So put it back to normal. But yeah, I'll talk about a few things happening in the world before we move on to Overwatch. And I don't know. I guess the biggest thing that caught my eye today was this about Netflix. Netflix issued a statement over Stranger Things abuse allegations. So, according to this article by Radio X, a former employee on the Stranger Things set by the name of Peyton Brown, or Peyton N. Brown it might be, issued a statement on Instagram saying, I guess it's, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, a man or a woman. I mean, Peyton sounds like a man's name to me, but the way this reads, it's like it's a woman writing it, so I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'm just being a little bit sexist, maybe. But anyway, Peyton, the person, wrote this on Instagram saying that they worked on the set of Stranger Things and they personally witnessed abuse going on from higher ups to two other female employees. So this isn't something that happened to Peyton themselves, but something that Peyton witnessed. Didn't name the persons in question, which is understandable, you know, if you don't really tell other people's stories, but at the same time, if you see things going on, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting it. But yeah, they issued a statement. They're saying that, you know, they're sorry for anything that, you know, may have been wrong or whatever, but they did launch an investigation and it showed no wrongdoings. Here's the thing though, like, I mean, I'm not on Stranger Things set, so I can't comment too much on what's going on there, of course. But, I mean, it's not clear, as according to what I've read, as to whether Peyton actually said anything to the higher-ups at, you know, Stranger Things or Netflix. Because I think if they did, you know, might not have had to leave, then it could have been that the people who were doing the abuse might have been asked to leave. Because, I mean, they got rid of Kevin Spacey for his allegations. So not to be rude or anything, but Kevin Spacey is a bigger draw and a bigger star than anybody on Stranger Things. You know, I like Stranger Things. I ain't trying to knock the show, but you know, facts are facts. So you know, there's more money involved with Kevin Spacey than there is. Well, I assume there's more money involved with Kevin Spacey than there's with Stranger Things. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that if they're willing to get rid of Kevin Spacey over allegations, they probably would have gotten rid of whoever was doing the abuse over these allegations. Assuming that allegations are true, of course. I mean, they're saying that there's no wrongdoing, but that could have been just because it was difficult to prove, or who knows? I don't know. But anyway, it's not clear whether they actually said anything, whether they just decided to leave. So I think that's important to know. What was actually done, and what did you say? What did you do? I mean, I get that you don't want to tell someone else's story. You don't want to, you know, mention other people's names, but did you actually say that this is what you saw, and maybe you should keep an eye on certain people, you know, because they're doing these things, you know what I mean? But hey. So yeah, Matt Hardy got arrested. Big news for wrestling fans, that is. Matt Hardy, 40, was pulled over on Saturday night in Concord, North Carolina, and has had his driving license revoked for at least 30 days. Yeah, Matt Hardy. He was injured recently. Well, a few months ago. I say recently. I think it was a few months ago now. He's been off TV for a while. But yeah, it looks like he's getting himself into some troubles. His court appearance is set for April 16th, 8 days after WrestleMania 34. Hardy is reported to have ran off the road in his 2016 Cadillac and hits the guardrail, causing around £10,000 worth of damage. He is reported to have been released from jail shortly after being booked, but it is unknown if he suffered any injuries. Wagwan, Mr. Man. How you doing, Mr. Man? What's a guan? What's a guan? How's your day going? How's your day been? What's happening, man? What's happening? Just talking about a few things in the world before we move on to Overwatch. So this caught my eye as well, actually. So apparently there's a flat Earth conspiracy theorist who was trolled by a famous physicist during a YouTube interview. Oh, in fact, it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, so that makes it even more interesting. So Neil deGrasse Tyson takes aim at the flat Earth theory during a humorous interview. Okay. So where's the article? Do I have to answer a stupid survey to get to it? Which one of these credit card companies have you heard of? Damn surveys, you know it, man. Here's the thing. I mean, I get that these websites have to show adverts and these some of these advertised surveys in order to make money. I get that. You know what I mean? I don't have an issue with that in and of itself. But I mean, there's ways you can do it. You know what I mean? There's ways you can do it. You don't have to like shove something right in my face when I click onto an article. Like, maybe at least, you know, give me a few minutes to read an article. Then, hey, you know, you want to take this survey? You know, maybe something like that, or just have something embedded into the text, like this. Like, they've got this advert right here, you know, something like that, maybe. You know what I mean? But it's like damn pop-ups. It's like, oh, you have to fill this out to get the G. Anyway, so here's what apparently happened according to The Mirror. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a world-renowned physicist who recently sat down to chat with Stephen Hawking about what took place before the Big Bang. Now he's taken aim at flat Earth conspiracy theory in a new interview on YouTube. Speaking on his Star Talk channel, he uses some pretty empirical logic to shoot down the idea that the world is flat. Stand-up comedian Chuck Nice, who handles the interview, opens up with the question, is the Earth flat? We have video from the space of the rotating spherical Earth. The Earth is round, responds Tyson. While Nice appears to wrap up the interview there, the two actually go on and delve into the flat Earth conspiracy in greater detail. Here are people who think the Earth is flat but recognize that the moon is round, Tyson said. He continued, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and the Sun are all spheres, but Earth is flat. Something doesn't square here. So do you think the survey is to grab attention? Because I don't think anyone gives a real answer to them things. You know, I try to give real answers. I mean, if they're short surveys, I might give a real answer. Other times, I'll just click whatever and just get rid of it. So I guess it varies. You know, I guess it varies. So I'm not sure how useful those surveys are, because I'd imagine a lot of people just give fake answers anyway, just for the sake of getting rid of the damn thing. You know, there's some real answers in there, I'm sure, but then there's probably a lot of fake bullshit answers. So yeah, maybe that's not the best way to gather details, to gather information for a survey. You know what I mean? It's catching people like that. What do you think of the flat Earth theory? Do you think the Earth is flat, or do you think the Earth is round? Because here's the thing. I would say that I believe the Earth is round, right? I believe the Earth is round. That being said, I don't think it's entirely impossible for the Earth to be flat. I have listened to a lot of flat Earth stuff. I pull it on the live stream at night to sleep. They always have to go at Neil deGrasse Tyson for saying that Earth is pear-shaped. Okay, so they kind of started with him then. Yeah, my thing is this. I mean, there is evidence that says the Earth is round. I'm not denying that, of course. But what if all that evidence that says the Earth is round was a lie? What if there was this big conspiracy, this big elaborate conspiracy to make everybody think the Earth is round, but it's actually flat? What if? I mean, it sounds stupid, it sounds elaborate, it sounds, you know, illogical and highly impractical, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Just saying. Just saying. There are many things that there are no real photos of Earth. Well, I think they are photos of Earth, right? But then again, what if? What if those photos of Earth weren't real? What if? You know? What if? What if all the people who went to space, you know, didn't really go to space? What if? What if? I think what it comes down to for me is that I believe evidence is subjective. You know, proof is subjective. Because, and here's what I mean by that. Anytime you show somebody something that to you could be irrefutable proof of a thing's existence or whatever it may be in this case, they can just deny it flat out. You know, they can just choose not to believe it, even though it's right in their face. They just choose not to believe it. And there's not really much you can say to that. You know, as far as you know, as far as you're concerned, evidence is there. But for whatever reason, they just choose to flat out deny it. And that they're entitled to that thought process. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's lack of understanding of a subject. That could be it. That could be it. But what if? What if it's not them that lacks understanding? What if it's all around Earth people that lack understanding? What if? What if? If I don't understand how a ship works, I can't prove, disprove if they actually work. Oh, that's one thing. But if somebody comes and does know how Wagwan Macmills, if somebody comes along and does say, well, I know how a ship works and here's proof of how it works, because you don't know how it works, how do you know that person's even telling the truth? What if? What if? Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. I don't think the Earth is flat. I really don't. But, you know, what if? What if? And at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of what we know because somebody taught us, all right? But there was a time when those things, the things that they were being taught, were maybe perhaps considered, you know, silliness or whatever. And there was a time where the things that their teachers were being taught, what we now say is wrong. You know what I mean? So things that people believed about science, about the Earth, you know, a few hundred years ago, is different to what people believe about the Earth now. So, you know, evidence and what we believe is true and whatever, you know, changes. Maybe not all the time, but it does change over time. So maybe the things that we think is true now, you know, a few hundred years from now, we'd be looking back and like, no, actually that was wrong and this is the truth. So what if? What if? The Earth is triangle, Illuminati and all that. Yeah, I think that's the new theory, isn't it? The Earth is triangle. Or maybe the Earth doesn't really exist. Maybe we're all just figments of somebody's imagination. And this is how that life and everything we feel, everything we comprehend, everything we quantify is part of the experience of being a figment of somebody's imagination. What if? What if? Did you guys hear about a rapper by the name of Lil Xan, who was in an interview saying that Tupac's music was boring? This happened, I think, last week or maybe the week before. I only heard about it just recently, but yeah, apparently it happened in May, I think in February or something like that. But did you guys hear about that? He said Tupac's music is boring. A lot of people dragged him through the internet on that. He got pretty cussed out for saying those. For saying that. I did look into it though. Yeah, he looks like a DJ. You know, I looked into it because I was thinking to myself, you know what, let me give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I've not heard of him. You know, I've not heard of this guy. Let me give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I looked him up and I listened to one of his songs on YouTube, and I listen or follow any of these new rappers. I don't really follow too many of them either, to be honest. And this guy I've never heard of until recently. But I looked him up and listened to one of his songs on YouTube. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to cuss him out or anything like that. But I honestly did not understand what he was saying. And not like in a way that, you know, sometimes you hear a rap song, you can't always make out all the words because maybe it's going a little bit too fast. But you can at least know that they're speaking English, right? I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, I can barely understand any of the words that he's saying. And that's not, you know, I'm not trying to cuss him, just literally I just couldn't understand it. But anyway, what I did, I looked up the lyrics on you know, Genius.com. I looked them up there, and I'm reading the lyrics for his songs. And the thing about Genius.com, I don't know if you guys know, but Genius.com is a site where you have the song lyrics, but you can also find out what the artist meant by the song lyrics as well, which is a pretty cool feature. And not only that, they have also verified artists as well. So when the artists themselves comments on their own song saying this is what I meant, they have that feature as well, and they haven't verified. So Lil Xan is a verified artist on Genius, and he's written some of the stuff about what he meant by some of the lyrics. So I'm reading that as well. But he's writing things like, oh man, that was just some shit to say to get to the next line, or I'm just going to let people wonder about that one. I'm just gonna let people come to their own conclusions about that one. That's what he's writing themselves. So now I'm thinking, wait a minute, I mean, this is supposed to be an explanation of what you meant by the song, not like, you know, I could come to my own conclusions anyway. I can do that. But if I'm reading your explanation, I want to know what you meant or what you were thinking of when you wrote these lyrics. But but it just seems to me that you're writing all these things and you're not sure why you wrote them yourselves. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, And then, look, I'm not trying to, look, he could have his opinion on Tupac, you know, that's his business. No, you don't have to like Tupac if you don't want to. But when you can think about it, it's like you got Tupac who wrote lyrics, who wrote songs that were so prolific that, you know, more than 22 years or nearly 22 years after he died, people are still talking about Tupac songs to this day. And then the guy who says he's boring is a guy who doesn't seem to know what he's writing about in his own songs. And so I'm just like, you know what I mean? What's happening here? What's happening here? Try listening to Lupe Fiasco rap. I think Genius was made because of him. I've heard a few Lupe Fiasco. I think I've got Lupe Fiasco. Fiasco. I think I've got some of Lupe Fiasco's albums actually. I think I got one of his albums. I might be wrong on that. I seem to remember buying a Lupe Fiasco album. Yeah, I got one of his albums, Food and Liquor. Yeah, I got it. I got Food and Liquor. I've been listening to it for a long time now. But yeah, I do have the album. So yeah, man knows about Lupe Fiasco. It's kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. Yeah, back when that was back when Genius.com used to be RapGenius.com. Remember that? It used to be called RapGenius.com, but over time they started to include other genres of music and other forms of text, so it just became Genius.com, which is a better name, you know, all-encompassing name for it. But it's a good site though. I do go to it on occasion, and I'll check a few things from time to time. So it's Rap Genius to me. Old school. Listen to Razy Drug rap pisses me off. How the drug-induced Muppets think they are actually good rappers. Get the fuck out of here. There's a lot of that. I mean, look, you can rap about anything you want to, of course. You can sing about anything you want to. And if your experience is drugs and that comes up in your lyrics, I don't have an issue with that. I really don't. But I do feel like, you know, whatever you talk about, whether it's drugs, whether it's sex, whether it's politics, whether it's a fun, you know, party track, whatever you choose to talk about, you should know what you are thinking of when you're writing the songs. You should know, you know, what you're trying to do with your songs, right? That's just my thing. I feel like whatever you're doing, whether it's a fun track, whether it's a serious track, you should know in your mind what the purpose of your songs are. Now, granted, whatever your purpose for the song is might be different to what people get from it. You know, people can have their own interpretations, but you should always know what you're trying to do. You know, so when I'm reading your explanations of something and it seems you don't know yourself what you were thinking of or what you're trying to do with your songs, it's kind of like, what's the point of this? You know, what's the point of this? You know? But hey, man, hey, yeah, I'm not trying to buy into that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people do. A lot of people seem to like it, and if that's the way the music goes, then it's the way music goes. As for myself, well, each to their own. But Haze don't get down like that. To me, rap should be structured and use technique. Rakim explains it in many of his songs. The new wave, I guess. Yeah, that's my opinion anyway. No, I get that. I mean, I feel my thing is that I feel like rap could be anything. I mean, if there's a structure, I mean, when you say structured, I mean it depends. I mean, because you can listen to something like Saul Williams, right? Who does hip-hop, but not hip-hop in a way that you might think of hip-hop. You know, if you haven't heard Saul Williams songs, it's a very different style of hip-hop. You know, so structure, yes, but I do feel that there's reasons to break structure as well. But again, you have to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You have to understand why what you're doing and why you're doing it. It's not the whole thing about breaking rules. They say, you know, it's fine to break the rules, but you have to know the rules before you can break the rules. Otherwise, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, why go before? It's like, you know, they say the whole thing about being a rebel without a cause. You know, you have to understand what it is you're breaking before you can break it. Otherwise, there's just no reason to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think there's an issue with breaking structure, but it's down to why you're breaking structure and what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve with breaking structure. Understanding that there is even a structure that you're breaking. Where I guess with some of the not all, of course, but you know, some of the maybe newer rappers, and maybe even a few of the older ones as well. You know, the understanding of what it is they're doing isn't always there. You know, fundamentals are a must. Let me pause this music right now. You pause that right now. So we can listen to some Overwatch sound right now. Don't build a palace on a shit foundations. Exactly. Exactly. In fact, speaking of foundations, that kind of reminds me of an old nursery rhyme we used to sing back in school, where they talked about foundations. I won't sing the whole thing, but it was about the foolish man who built his house upon the sand, and then the wise man who built his house upon the rock. I didn't actually understand that back when I was in school. It didn't make any sense to me. It's like, why would you build your house upon a rock? Because I'm thinking rock as in, you know, like mountains, and why would you build your house upon the mountains? That's just silly. But what you mean is that you dig down to the rock, you know, to that foundation, and that's what they meant. But yeah, the foolish man built his house upon the sand. There was no foundation to it, whereas the wise man built his house upon the rock and had the foundation. Yeah, Overplay, what up, ho? We appreciate you coming through. Bonjour. I am French. Bonjour, bonjour, Overplay. Nas does it with a song called Rewind, breaks the rules, but it's still structured. I haven't heard that song, but yeah, I like Nas. I like Nas. I think I heard that before. Yeah, it's probably quite popular, I'd imagine. There's probably various versions of it as well. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the rain came tumbling down, and the rain came down, and the crowds went whoosh. Oh man, the things you remember, boy. The things you remember. Oh my word. Oh my dilly days. Or I'll tell you another example as well of sort of going outside of, you know, sort of structure and rules and stuff. There's a rapper called Cannabis. In fact, I'm sure you guys heard of Cannabis, I'm sure. You guys heard of Cannabis, but he does some songs, not all, and to be fair, I think there's quite a few Cannabis songs that are just kind of really. But there's others where, like his rhyme technique is phenomenal. When his dude's on point, in my opinion, his rhyme technique is phenomenal, because like he would have words that when you read them out, they don't actually rhyme, right? But because of how he pronounces words, and he uses sort of the way he sort of pronounces words, and his sort of flow as well, so the words rhyme and they kind of make sense. The way Eminem does a similar thing as well. But I heard Cannabis do it first, and I don't know who if he was the first to do it, but it's the first time I heard it was through Cannabis, where they're just some of the words that you put together that they rhyme without necessarily overstretching the words, like Kanye West. Like some of his earlier stuff with Kanye West, he would do the same sort of thing, but he would overstretch a word to force a rhyme, whereas Cannabis would just use his natural way of speaking to make the rhyme, even though the words don't actually go together. And that to me was like, when I heard that, like, wow, you know. Nothing rhymes with orange. Well, I mean, depends on how you say it, though, isn't it? It's like, I once ate an orange in a. I once ate an orange with some porridge. You know, it's just how you say it. You know, I once ate an orange with some porridge. You know, it doesn't rhyme, but you know, it flows together still. So you can make it work. You can make it work. I think Eminem was influenced by Cannabis in part. I wouldn't be surprised if that were true. I would not be so. I know they're not exactly the best of friends right now, but I would not be surprised if that were true, because Cannabis, you know, I mean, like I say, like there's definitely quite a lot of his songs where I don't know if he's even trying. You know, it feels like he's just not really all there. But then when he's on point, you know, when Cannabis is on point, in my opinion, there's not many better than him. You know, when Cannabis gets to that point where he's got the lyrical content down, he's got the flow down, there's not many people, in my opinion, that are better than Cannabis when he's on fire, you know. But it's just he's not always on fire. It is what it is. There's a video of Eminem saying you can rhyme with orange. Yes, that's right. Yeah. He goes through like a list of stuff like porridge, forage, some other words as well. I can't remember, but yeah, I've seen that video. You can make anything rhyme, man. He needs that Tom Green flow, you know it. Hey, Tom Green, boy, I did not know Tom Green. I was thinking, like, is this fake? Is this pre-recorded? But no, I think that was real. I think Tom Green, he flew. He flew. I was like, raw. Tom Green, did not know he has some skills. Tom Green got bars, man. Damn. Ugh. Tom Green can handle himself. I could not believe it. Damn. Damn. That video shocked me the first time I saw it, for real, man. I was like, because I was watching it like, is this a pre-recorded thing, or is this somebody else's voice? Because I'm trying to, like, you know, is this real? But yeah, I'm not thinking that was real. Traveling to Hanamura. Lyrics and flow make a great rapper indeed. Well, not only. I mean, lyrics and flow are definitely an important part of being a great rapper, no doubt about it. But I think there is more to it than that. You know, I think it's you can have your lyrics, you can have your flow down, but I think there's also just who you are as well is going to be a part of it, which kind of plays into your lyrics to an extent, of course. But I think who you are as an individual is going to play a part of that. You know, if you're an arrogant bastard, then, you know, that's going to come through in your personality, and I think that would affect your lyrics, that would affect your, you know, how you present yourself. So yeah, I would say yes, lyrics and flow are definitely big parts of it, but I do think there's more to it in terms of being great. Like, you could be good, you know what I mean? You could be good, but it doesn't mean you're great. And I think when you moving into the realms of what is considered great, then yeah, I think there's just a little bit more to it than just having lyrics and just having flow. That's important, of course, but you know what I mean? Well, yeah, good beat too. Something you can jive, something you can jam out to. But I feel like you could have a terrible beat. Because there's definitely like some songs I've heard where the beat hasn't necessarily been particularly good, but the lyrics, the flow, and just the whole energy in it has carried it through, and it gets to a point where you can listen to it and be like, you know what, this is alright still, isn't it? You know what I mean? So yeah, beat is definitely important.
Hello.
But I feel like a good rap can carry a beat that's maybe not so great.
You can talk.
But of course, and the other way around is true as well. Like a great beat, like an awesome beat, can make a good rap. You know, you might not, I mean, or at least they're very good. It can make a good party rap. You know, where you're not necessarily bothered about the lyrics too much, but because the beat's funky, you can just be like, all right, let me just jam out to this at a party or something. Maybe just move to this. I can dance to this just because I don't need to pay attention to the words. I just. Can you beatbox Bandit? I guess I can. I don't know if I can do it well. That might be another thing. But yeah, I can do it.
Alright, I'm trying my best to do DVA.
Ah shit. Yeah, what's up, people? Just so you know, I am live streaming right now, so anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of the internet.
Oh, that's great.
No worries, man. Good job, guys. Good job.
I suck at DVA. I'll try my best.
What the heck?
I split songs into two groups, vocal lead and music lead. I try and imagine a song without the rapper or another person and see if it's still as good, vice versa, with the beats. Okay, I think I see what you mean. Yeah. Try and dissect it, you know what I mean? Just like, okay, what is this and how does it sound without this and or with something else? And okay, I guess we all do that on some level, but I mean maybe not that specifically, but I think we all do something like that on some kind of level, on some way of just kind of trying to dissect it in your head and trying to, you know, imagine how certain things sound and what is it, or trying to figure out what it is you like about a song. There's definitely some songs out there where I feel like it's got a cool beat to it, it's got an awesome beat to it, it's got some kind of, you know, production. But then I'm listening to the lyrics and it's kind of like all this kind of ratchet, nasty stuff that I just don't really care for, you know.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? I don't care how many girls you've been with. I don't care how many hoes you've been with, you know, stuff like that. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't rap about it. That's your life. That's your experiences. That's what you want to talk about. You're entitled to talk about whatever you want to talk about. But, you know, there's only so many times you can hear about, oh, yeah, the hoes and the hoes and the hoes. And it's just like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, dude. Can you talk about something else, please? Like if In The Club became a D12 song. Okay. If Bizarre, for example, did In The Club. Actually, Bizarre, I think he did. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He did a spoof. He did a spoof, but it wasn't actually, yeah. Like, if it was a spoof video where he was, like, doing a sit-ups or something, like, making the 50 Cent thing, but, yeah. You could find me in the club, bottle full of bum, my mind got what you need, the beat was actually for D12. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You could find me in the club, bottle full of bum, my mind got what you need, I'm in having sex, sign and I'm making love, so come give me a hug. When I pull up, yeah, man, I got them bad boy lyrics. You done know. You done know. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Bad boy.
Stay right here, guys.
Bad boy. What you gonna do?
They rush, we can get them easily.
Yo, do we have a battle plan for this?
Stay at base and you can't get killed. Because the barrier, they're not allowed to go through it.
All right. All right. Sure thing, mine Capitan. So in a parallel universe, D12 got rich or died trying.
I see you right in front of me, dude.
Well, I don't know if they got rich, but one of them did die trying. So that bit happened at least. Dun 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 dun. You know what? I mean, back when 50 Cent was coming out, I didn't really listen to a whole lot of 50 Cent. He wasn't really doing it for me at the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the Club was always that track you could always just bump to because it was just a cool beat. You know, and the lyrics, they weren't great, but you know, they were alright. But I would say this though: over the years, I do have an appreciation for 50 Cent as a businessman, and I think that the choices he's made in terms of his business side, you can't knock it. You know, he's done really well for himself, and he's, whether you like his music or don't like his music, you know, credit where credit's due. He seems to know what he's doing, and he continues to do well. So big up to 50 Cent. 12 years since Proof died. 12 years. Whoa. Oh, what happened here? Seems good. Oh, it's joining the game. Okay. 12 years. He died young, man. He was like, I think he was 20 something. Something. Let me say it probably. 70 something. 20 something. Not think. 20 something. Yeah, he died quite young, man. Was shot in a bar, I think. Flavored water made him very rich. Oh yeah, he did at water business, didn't he? He got a water thing. Oh, he's 32. My bad, my bad. Well, still young, but yeah, maybe older than I thought, but still young. I liked Proof, man. Like, out of D12, Proof was actually my favorite rapper out of all of them. You know, I mean, not to say the others were terrible and nothing like that. I'm trying to cuss them out, but yeah, and I did like Proof.
Hello.
What's the plan now, fellas? Lady fellas?
Why are you joining me, dude?
3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective. Greetings.
Now, hold on.
It's crazy when you think about it, that there's people in this world, well, people who have, you know, who've died young, you know, people who have had their whole life, their careers and everything, and, you know, were dead by the time they were, you know, maybe 20-something or 30-something. You know, it's nuts. But it's like, we think about it, it's like they've lived so, like, they've done so much in a short amount of time. And on the flip side, you have people who get to, you know, 60, 70 and barely do anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, you gotta know, life, no matter when you go, life is short. Life is short, but there's so much you can do in a short amount of time. You just gotta commit to doing it. You know what I mean? Like Tupac died at 25. You know, but so much he done in his lifetime. Movies, music. You know, he was in jail for a period of time as well. All before he was 25. You know, so even after spending some time in jail, he still managed to have a music career, a movie career. There's so much that he did.
Hello. Yeah.
It just lets you know, man. It's never too late, man. Never too late. Whatever dreams you have, whatever thing you want to do, if you haven't started yet, it's never too late because there's so much you can do in a short amount of time. Oh shit, man. Just died to myself. I don't need that. Not for me, is it? Don't. Oh, come on, man. How are these guys just one shot killing me though? That can't be right.
Back to work.
Oh, excuse me. Yep, when I went hiking a couple of years back, glad I did it. Was good. Need to do stuff instead of overthinking it, for real. For real. Overthinking will just leave you stagnant, man. And I've been there. Trust that. I've been there. You know, you spent many years just like, oh man, no, I gotta do this and gotta do that. Oh no, you can't do this because I need to do this. And you just overthink stuff. It's like, what if this happens? Sometimes you just gotta do it and figure it out as you go along. You know what I mean? You just gotta just say yes, commit to saying yes, and then figure it out as you go along. Otherwise, you just end up not doing anything. Oh, come on, man. How am I getting one-shot kill still? That's the beauty of it. Figure it out when the time comes. Yeah, for real, man. You enjoy it more on the fly. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you spend too much time thinking about, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? You spend too much time thinking about all these contingencies and whatever, and you end up just not doing anything. And I got it wrong. I'm not saying it's not a bad idea to have a few precautions, but at the same time, you got to put limits on it. It's like, okay, maybe a couple, then go. You know what I mean? Just go. If it's something you want to do, then just go. Then just go. You know. I had a good saying the other day. It was consistency over perfection. People want everything. People want every moment to be perfect and forgets to do the actual thing. Absolutely, you know what? That is 100%. 100%. I agree with that. You know what? Sometimes you gotta put out work, even if you know that work isn't good. You know, because it's not always about getting it right 100% of the time. Sometimes you're just going to be like, you know what? It's just about doing the work and having something out there. And even though it might not be that good, at the very least, you know, it serves as a baseline where, you know, you could only go up from there. You know, so, it's not about just putting out any old rubbish, but at the same time, you can't be to spend so much time overthinking stuff and then never actually putting out anything. You know? Just remember, practice makes improvements. Practice makes improvements. So whatever you practice is what you're going to get better at. So if you practice procrastinating, or if you practice, you know, not doing the work, or if you practice, you know, overthinking stuff or trying to get it just right and it never actually being just right, if you practice doing that, then that's what you're going to get better at. What you're not getting better at is the actual thing you're trying to do. So whatever you practice doing is the thing you get better at. And sometimes you're just going to get it wrong. It's part of how we learn. Sometimes you're just going to get it wrong. You got to allow you can't be afraid to fail. Because that's part of it. That's part of how you grow. It's part of how you get better. You can't be afraid to fail. When you become too afraid of failure is when when you start overthinking things too much. What if this? What if that? What if that? Throw yourself in the deep end, indeed. Well, I mean, you know, if you really can't swim, then yeah, maybe that's not such a good idea. But yeah, pretty much. Don't drown. Oh, I can't swim. I can't swim. Yeah, my thing is this though. Balance is key to everything. That's what I would. That's what I believe. In all this, balance is key to everything. Like it's never just one. It's never, to me. It's not about you only follow this philosophy or that philosophy, but you find a balance between the different philosophies that serve you to the best possible way. So, for example, you know, you don't want to pull out shit work. Like nobody wants to pull out shit work, but so you do want to put in the efforts to try and get it as good as you can. But you have to understand that when you're spending too much time putting in the efforts and trying to get it perfect, you're not actually doing it. So that needs to be balanced, you know, with everything else. So it's not about just putting out any old rubbish just for the sake of putting out something. But you're like, okay, well, I want to put out good work, but I need to put out something. Balance the two. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be 100% perfect every single time. As long as, you know, you can get it to a reasonable standard, go for it, you know? But you practice that. The more you practice, the more you get better at. And then even if you do put out something that is subpar, at least that serves as your baseline, knowing that because you're practicing all these things, you're just going to get better at doing it. By the way, has the video gone really slow all of a sudden? Yo, what's up, Anti-Mech Man? 100 a year ago, I didn't even know what an emoji was. Now look at me, I'm a pro. Absolutely. Bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Late start? Well, late. It was actually only about 15 minutes later than normal. Which, to be fair, I think I start 15 minutes later than I'm supposed to start most days anyway. So really kind of a normal start. I do sometimes run on BMT, just so you know. Sometimes. This man still doesn't know he's mobile. Oh, really? So how you doing, Anti-Triple H McMahon? Did you hear? Well, you know about Jeff Hardy. He got arrested. You were talking about it in the Discord. Oh, come on. What did Jeff do? Jeff got arrested for DUI, driving under the influence, or was it driving while impaired? I think was the term they used. He has been cleared to return to WWE, so it doesn't look like it's going to affect his wrestling at the moment. But he's due in court 8 days after WrestleMania, so depending on what they convict him of will determine how much it affects his wrestling after that. But at least WrestleMania should be okay. Should be. Oh, damn it. Heard about Mr. Carragher today. Probably a hefty fine. Ladder match for his freedom. That's what they do, yeah. Win this ladder match and you won't go to jail. Who's Mr. Carragher? Who's that? What happened to Mr. Carragher? Well, who is Mr. Carragher? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if Jeff Hardy's famous enough to get let off with just a smack on the wrist. Because, you know, some celebrities, when they get caught, like on the DUIs and things like that, they sometimes get let off on some really, really light sentence because the judge is a fan of them. I'm not sure Jeff Hardy is. I'm not sure Jeff Hardy's celebrity is quite there yet. But it depends. If the judge is like a big wrestling fan, then he might get away with it. But yeah, sometimes celebrities don't serve the same sentences as us regular folk. Jamie Carragher, footballer, spatted a 14-year-old. Oh, okay, okay. Why would he spit a 14-year-old? What's wrong with him, man? He's spitting on anybody. That's disgusting. Spitting on a 14-year-old. It's just, ugh. Dude. What happened to you, man? Oh, this is terrible, man. I'm dying all over the place. They was heckling him from their car. Oh, okay, okay. DUI is pretty bad. Yeah, but you know, then there was Kiefer Sutherland who got caught in a DUI. but the judge let him off. Well, he didn't let him off completely, but he gave him such a light sentence because he was filming 24 at the time, and he didn't want to interrupt the show. So he got to spend like a few days in jail, come out, film the show, and then come back to go back to jail for a little bit, and come back and film the show. Like, really? That's not punishment, dude. Okay, so they were heckling him. He spat at them. I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't be heckling him, no doubt about it. But I don't know. Is spitting on him really the ways forward? I mean, damn it. Checks me how many people are there where we live. Really, is there a lot in Midlands? I hate drink drivers. Yeah, that's just no good at all. There's a video if you want to see it. Okay. Yeah, if you post it in the Discord, then I can check that out. Actually, Mac, are you in the Discord? No, Mr. Man's in the Discord. You're in the Discord, are you, Mac? Or are you? If you are, and I just said you're not, then that's just really bad on me, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think you're in the Discord, Mac. You need to join the Discord, Mac. Links in the description. Link it up, man. Link it up. Yeah, and post the video link there. I can check it out.
This objective has my name written all over it.
30 seconds remaining.
No, I don't have Discord. I'll have to join it soon. Yes. It is a free service.
No one can hide from my sight. Don't worry, I got more.
Oh. There only room for one badass. Mac Mills is not man enough. Ooh. He might be good in a room, but give him a phone and he's fast for life. Is that Mr. Man's weakness? The phone. Oh no, he's giving him a phone. No. Not enough too much madness for one text. I've only got one text left. There's too much madness for one text. Kryptonite for this man. What's your kryptonite, Mac? In fact, I ask that question to everybody in the chat right now. What is your kryptonite? What is your weakness? If you don't mind saying it, of course. I mean, if it's too personal, you'd rather not say it, I understand. But if you don't mind saying, then what is your weakness? What is the one thing, or maybe not the one thing, but what is one of the things that is just kryptonite to you? Like, anytime you come across, it's like, damn it, you got me, man, you got me.
Now entering. Kings, prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Let me switch over to Junkrat for a minute. Anchor issues, cardio. Yeah, I think I feel you on that cardio one. I mean, I do cardio, but man, sometimes it feels like a struggle to do cardio, man.
Someone be a healer.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
I think for me, it would be fried chicken. Maybe not. I mean, maybe not kryptonite is the right way to describe it, because it's not like it gets me every time. But I do try to eat healthy. I really do try to eat healthy, and I think I'm pretty good for the most part in terms of what I consume on, say, a regular sort of daily basis. But it's hard passing those fried chicken shops sometimes. You know, I can do it, but every now and then it's like, boy, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think fried chicken is my, maybe not quite kryptonite, but certainly close to kryptonite. I'm all or nothing with my habits. If I eat, I'll eat too much. If I exercise too much. Hard to find that balance, I guess. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. It can be difficult to find the balance between things sometimes. It's worth finding the balance, of course, but yeah, it can be difficult to find. Yo, meme rise again. How you doing? Hey, hey, hey. We rise, we fall and we rise again. What don't kill you, just make you more strong.
The hunter plays a trap at this point.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, how goes it, meme? What's up going in the meme world?
Rise and shine.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Stop the payload. KFC or Morley's, Haze? Between the two, I would say I prefer... I would say actually KFC, actually. I think I prefer KFC to Morley's. Morley's is good. Morley's is good. But I think I prefer KFC to Morley's on any given day. KFC's a bit more expensive, though. So it's got that. But I think on any given day, I prefer KFC to Morley's. In terms of my favorite fried chicken, though. My favorite fried chicken, but I think that might be Sam's Chicken and Ribs. Well, Sam's Chicken, rather. It used to be called Sam's Chicken and Ribs. Now it's called Sam's. Now it's called Sam's. But yeah, I think Sam's might be my favorite fried chicken spot. KFC is the best. I don't know if they're the best. They're good, but they're not. I don't think they're the best. Your mum gay? Okay. I trust in the Colonel too much. Well, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's been around a long time. Living herbs and spices and all that. Ah, they got them shields, man. The Sam's a local place. Well, local in London. If you live in London, there's a Sam's pretty much everywhere. I don't know how well known they are outside of London. In fact, I'm guessing they're not very well known outside of London. But yeah, North London, South London, there's a Sam's. What's the other one? Cottage Chicken's pretty good as well. They're up and down. Morley's tends to be mostly South London. You don't get too many Morleys. I don't think there's any. I'm not sure there's any, but you don't get too many Morleys in North London. So it tends to be more of a South London joint. But yeah, they're all over South London. Like, Morley's practically run things in South London.
Well, that's a fine. How do you do?
KFC, of course, is just international, so they're just all over there, everywhere.
No one can hide from my sight.
But when I grew up in North London, and the town that I grew up in, there used to be a chicken shop there called Theba. They weren't a big chain. I think it's just one branch, maybe one or two branches. But it's called Theba, Theba. And that was the place that we went to all the time to get chicken and chips. Ah, yeah. What's the best chicken sandwich? Anything that beats a Zinger Tower. You know, I would say the best chicken burger I've had, or chicken sandwich if you want to call it a sandwich. Yes, burger sandwich. The best one that I've had, at least the best one that I can remember having to my mind, was in a place called Tinseltown. where I don't remember exactly what it was because a long time ago I had it, but it wasn't fried chicken. It was like a proper chicken inside the bun. All right, it wasn't like some fried chicken breadcrumb, you know, 2-minute job. It was a proper chicken inside the bun. I remember that much, and it was quite big as well, like wide, you know, like, you know, sort of wide like that, and then quite tall as well. And it was just beautiful. It was beautiful, man. It really was. But yeah, that wasn't like a fast food place. I mean, Tinseltown is more of a diner, I guess. I mean, it's kind of styled on the American style, you know, diners. Oh, you know about Tinseltown? Okay, cool. Yeah, it was very good. You know about yeah. They've got a few. There's one in Leicester Square. There's one in Farringdon. There's one in near Oxford Street. There's quite a few around. There's like 3 or 4, I think, in London. What's your favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time? The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I forgot about daylight savings. Oh, of course, yeah, for daylight savings for America, well, the clocks went forward, didn't they? So yeah, a slightly different time for you guys, isn't it? Ah, shizzle. That's something to remember, actually, when the time goes, clocks go back or the clocks go forward, how it could affect things. Still working at Barclays Center. Oh, come on. I have a favorite, and my favorite, and my favorite one, and I think is the best. That are both different things. My favorite is Borderlands 2, but the best, in my opinion, is BioShock. Yeah, I mean, what your favorite game is and what you think the best gamers are, yeah, don't necessarily have to be the same, because favorite is typically more of a personal thing. You know, it's your favorite because it maybe reminds you of very specific moments in time. You know what I mean? So those tend to be your favorites. Whereas if you're looking at what is objectively the best, then yeah, that could be something different. Junkrats. I don't know what is objectively the best game that I've played. I guess it's not something that I've really thought about. But you know, a game could be objectively good, but that doesn't necessarily mean you'll enjoy the game. You know what I mean? A game could, it's like movies, you know, sometimes it seemingly does everything right. You know, it has all the good sound qualities, the good video, the good picture image, the good everything else, you know, good graphics for a game. You know, it might do everything technically right, but none of that means you will enjoy the game. So, yeah, if you're going to look at a game and say, this is objectively the best game I've played, cool. But that not necessarily mean it's a game that you actually enjoyed. How y'all doing? You good? We've got to defend this, this. Ooh, excuse me. Nukes. Well, I mean... Yo, thanks for the health. Haze, do a librarian on half 2. A librarian on Half-Life 2. What's a librarian? I mean, I know what a librarian is, but what do you mean, like, in the context of Half-Life 2, what does that mean? Ay, ay, ay. Live stream, sorry, also, okay. To a librarian. Live stream also corrected to librarian, wow. Well, I guess that means you go to libraries a lot. It might, if it auto corrected to that, so that's a good thing. Good to know that somebody's going to a library. Somebody's talking about libraries enough for it to auto correct to libraries. So that is a good thing.
Sniper, don't get caught.
So do a live stream of Half-Life 2. Okay, cool. I might do that someday. I do have Half-Life 2. Only thing about Half-Life 2 and just older games in general is that they're quite tricky to live stream. For some reason, they tend to not play very well on modern computers. So what happens is they often get like a small screen window, and it doesn't enlarge, or there's just other issues. So I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that there might be some issues, but we'll see. I do have it. I'm sure I do have it. In fact, that was the first game I got on Steam, actually, if I remember correctly. I think I bought it and it came with like the free Steam download. It was like when Steam was maybe just about starting out, and it was like, yeah, you could get games and you could download it from our Steam service. That was before other developers and publishers were using Steam. It was just Valve stuff on there. I bought an orange box for Half-Life 2. Gotta defend, yo. Oh, come on, man. How am I getting one-shotted by some guy called Chewbacca, man?
Well, that's a fine how do you do?
Well, that's a fine how do you do? Well, how do you do? How is everybody doing? We got some people in the live chat right now. Big up to all y'all. For all the talkers and the stalkers, I appreciate all the very. Oh, well, I messed that rhyme up. To all the talkers and the stalkers, I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me today. Overwatch live stream, playing as Junkrat right now. I hate KFC. How can you hate KFC? Come on, man. Yeah, change your name to anti-KFC. There you go. Got Chewbacca. Oh.
You'll like this one.
Oh, that was too early. Ah. Popeyes, anti-Triple H man KFC. I don't think we have Popeyes over in the UK, actually. At least not in London, I don't think. At least I've never seen one anyway. I've heard of Popeyes. Apparently it's a quite a popular place in the United States, but yeah, I don't think they have that over here. We've got Five Guys over here, but I've never been. I've never been to Five Guys. I've never had Five Guys. I think that's how you're supposed to say it, because, you know, Five Guys. I've never eaten Five Guys.
Sniper, be wary.
We don't have Popeyes in the UK. How much better is it? Okay, we don't have Popeyes. Okay. Yeah, how good is Popeyes then? Like, if you was to rate Popeyes in comparison to KFC, which I know you just said you hate KFC, but if you was to rate it in comparison to KFC, just so we have an idea of where it sort of sits on the taste level, then how would you rate Popeyes?
Back for more.
Back for more. Wah, wah, wah.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
The payload has reached the checkpoints. Yo, Frozen Gamer, Wagwan.
Sniper.
Big up FG. Oh, bitch. Oh, I got him though still. So that's big. I go to a place called Tasty. Okay. They sell Amazon chicken wrap. Amazing chicken wrap. Okay. Is that a local spot, Tasty? Or is that a chain?
Hanzo, at your service.
Popeyes is so good. Okay.
Sniper, don't get caught.
If I want it sticking, I go eat my chicken. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Ooh, ooh. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I got you back still, though, so that's alright. Yeah, it's a local spot. Okay, cool, cool, cool. His favorite game of all time is Ocarina of Time. Yes, sir. Can't wait for Far Cry 5. Yeah, it's out soon, isn't it? Is it this month, isn't it? No, yeah, this month. This month. And Olive. I think I like Popeyes, but to beat KFC, the standard is very high for real, man. I mean, I like KFC. I do like me some KFC. They're not the best, but they are pretty damn good. So, yeah, Popeyes is better than KFC. That's a big thing. But yeah, I might have to see if I can check that out. Maybe, God willing, next time when I'm in the Americas, and go see Popeye the Sailor Man, Popeye the Chicken Man. I'm Popeye the Chicken Man. Boop, boop. Yo, Peak Times, Wagwan, big up, big up, big up. I like McDonald's. McDonald's, oh no, not McDonald's. McDonald's is Best thing about McDonald's is their milkshakes and their apple pies. That's it. Their milkshakes and apple pie. Their hot apple pies are pretty good, and the milkshakes are pretty. And I like their strawberry milkshakes. That's it. Everything else on their menu is waste of time. Weird question, but can people be allergic to sellotape? That is a weird question. I would say anything is possible. I don't think I've heard of anybody being allergic to sellotape, but I mean, they might be allergic to the, I don't know, the sticky glue or something, where that causes some kind of skin irritation, I suppose, maybe. Chips are overrated. Everything's overrated at McDonald's, apart from the strawberry milkshakes and the apple pies. Those are pretty good. But yeah, apart from that, la McDonald's.
Impeccable.
I tried to make fried chicken once. It was raw and covered in fried cornflakes. Yeah, there's a skill
What you gonna
to
do
it.
now, boy? Yeah.
There's a skill to it. Too much salt, they trying to kill you. There's a lot of salt in the chips, actually. Yeah, it kind of bathes in salt, man. McDonald's, I've gone off more and more with the chicken sandwich. Mayo is the king at McDonald's. They got some good sauces, I suppose, yeah. But yeah, no, allow that chicken. That chicken's dry, man. That chicken tastes like the animal died of cancer or something. It's just dry and like, what the hell?
Why are you not speaking anymore, dude?
Sup, fellas? Lady fellas, how y'all doing?
Did you see that last round? I dominated it.
Congratulations, my man. McDonald's is okay, but the
Thanks, bro.
caramel iced frappe is life. Okay, I don't think I've tried it, actually. Only thing I like from McDonald's is the milkshake. Oh, you know about the milkshakes, yeah. Big Taste and Big Taste. Okay, I haven't tried it. Other than that, KFC is life. KFC easily better than McDonald's in my opinion. Like, it's not even close. It's seriously not even close. And McDonald's do good McDonald's do good milkshakes, but let's not get it twisted. They don't do the best milkshakes. They do good milkshakes, pretty good milkshakes, but they're not the best milkshakes. Come on now, come on. You had that, and the workers. But in Japan, McDonald's is life because of how the women look. Well, that might just depend on which McDonald's branch you go into, then, isn't it? There's a supercharger back here. What's the supercharger? What are you gonna do now, boy? They look like dolls working. Okay. Try not to piss off the already pissed off workers. For real. Don't want to be spitting your food or masturbating into it. I heard somebody masturbated in one of McDonald's into the milkshakes one time. This is years ago. There was a rumor going around that somebody masturbated into the milkshake machine in McDonald's. Yeah. I don't know if that's true. I hope it isn't. But boy, that's some nastiness. But yeah, they still do good milkshakes. They still do pretty good milkshakes. Hopefully that's not the reason why they're good. You know what I mean? Imagine you find out the reason why McDonald's milkshakes are good is because someone's jerking off into it. That's like the secret ingredients. Oh, jeez. I do not want to find that out, man. I do not want to find that out. Ignorance is bliss sometimes, man. Sometimes. Hey, talking to kids, be careful. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing too out there, but yeah, you're right. Who's the best, Haze? Wait, who's the best? Who's the best out of who? I might have missed that bit. Are we talking about fast food joints still? I bet it was creamy. Well, I wouldn't know, so. Aye. Out of sight, out of mind. Best milkshake for real. Yeah, I'm pretty sure majority of McDonald's, at least now, I'm pretty sure McDonald's now aren't masturbating into their milkshakes. I'm sure that's not happening. It may not even happen to begin with. It might be just a rumor that was never actually true, but yeah. If it's happened, then I don't need to know. Yay. But people eat sperm. Well, yeah. You know, it can be consumed. This is true, and it's not dangerous. It's not deadly. And I'm not saying that, but at the same time, I do not particularly want to. You know what I mean? Like, just because listen, just because it can be done doesn't mean I want to do it. I do not. I have absolutely no inclination or desire to know what semen tastes like. I don't need to know that. It's not something. No. It's not. It's not even up for debates. It's just a no. It's just, nuh-uh. No. Look, each their own. I'm not here to judge, you know. I'm not here to judge, but no. Haze don't get down like that.
My power's ready.
My ultimate is ready. Join me.
Five Guys before Popeyes. What, Five Guys better than Popeyes, you're saying? Or is Popeyes better than Five Guys? Got him. Ah, yeah. Need some health, man. Just letting you know, I will judge you if you eat sperm. Well, I can't even. Yeah. I'll probably do the same. Actually, I don't know. Would I judge you? I don't know. No, I wouldn't judge you if you eat sperm. I wouldn't judge you. It's not my place to judge. Judge not, lest you be judged yourself. I might laugh at you a hell of a lot, though. I'll tell you that much. I might not judge you, but I will take the piss out of you. Which, incidentally, is. Popeye's 9 out of 10. Okay, so Popeye's is good. 6 out of 10 for sperm eating skills. Oxford Grills, he probably has. I would not be surprised.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? I guess he needs something after squeezing shit juice into his mouth. That guy drinks piss, eats like, I don't know, snake doodoo or whatever. I don't know what he does. It's like, yeah. I think eating sperm for him is kind of like this is probably just breakfast. Or that's like a light snack. Oh, I'm hungry. Let me pop one out. Oh. Oh, you got me good, man.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Attack!
Marked by the dragon.
Alright, little moped. Don't need that though. Ah, bitch got me, man. Bloody Junkrat as well. Another Junkrat player. Do you believe in this no-fap thing people are doing? Not particularly. I mean, I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. Like, if people want to jerk off, that's their business. Let them do it. It is what it is. If you want to pop one out. Yeah. I mean, maybe not like right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe not right now. You know, maybe wait till the live stream's over, and then pleasure yourself to whatever you want to do. But yeah, I mean, I don't see the point of. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think like jerking off is like the greatest pleasure in the world. Like I know some people talk about masturbating like it's the same as being with a woman or something. Like I think people give it too much credit in all honesty, but I don't see the point of abstaining from it. You know, I'm not saying you should do it all the time. You know, you might strangle yourself, but in terms of like no fat Wednesday or whatever they call it, yeah, whatever, man. He probably gags at something stupid like paprika crisp. I believe in it, but I don't participate in that movement. They lost 29 days and talk about their experiences. This guy does it 5 times a day. He's addicted. Okay. Well, I think if you're addicted to jerking off, then yeah, going without masturbating for an extended period of time, you're probably gonna have some experiences doing that. I can understand that. I don't know. I mean, I think for the average person, you probably don't do it that often. I don't know. I don't know what the statistics are. I'm not doing the research on how many times people masturbate on average. So I guess I really don't know. But I'd assume most people don't jerk off 5 times a day. Maybe don't even jerk off 5 times in a month. You know, might not even be 5 times in a year. I think. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. I don't think most people do it that many times. You probably got other things you could be doing with your hands. You know, something a bit more productive, really. But if you're doing it that much, then yeah, I guess abstaining from it for a month is gonna do something to you. Even his carpet is stained, but you might want to get some tissues or something, or a handkerchief. You know what I mean? Or just sit in the bathtub. He does it in public toilets. I can't even use public toilets, man. Bloody hell, man, them things are rank. And by the way, when I say public toilets, I mean the public toilets out on the street, not like a toilet in like a restaurant or something. Those are usually pretty clean, but you know the toilets out on the street, they're rank, man. Ugh, can't use that.
You're not getting away.
Rise and shine.
Sun's potential.
One guy in London did it on the bus. No, that does not surprise me. Boy, the amount of things that happen on London buses, jerking off is not the most shocking thing. In all honesty, it really isn't.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I might need this.
Ah. He just pulled that out and started. The smell is offensive. I spray my own bathroom with half a can of air freshener.
Rise and shine.
Half a can? Does shit stink that bad? I mean, I know shit stink, but is it that bad? You eat half a can? Boy, you must be eating healthy.
Hiya.
I need someone injecting on a pub. I need someone injecting on a public bus before crazy bucks out there. Oh, I seen so. Okay, I seen someone. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah. Why do I need to hear about this? Hey, this is the village, man. All kinds of stuff gets spoken about in the village. You know that. You know that art house. You've been there long enough. That's why y'all keep coming back for the crazy chats. You know, we talk about serious stuff. We talk about fun stuff. Sometimes we talk about jerking off in public. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. We have fun. I feel sorry for animals because they can't. Well, I don't know if they can't. I mean, they probably just don't bother. Or I don't know. I mean, maybe. I guess a T-Rex can't. They got little hands, little arms. In all honesty, I think animals, most animals anyway, they're probably too busy doing, you know, the actual deed to worry about jerking off themselves. So I don't think I can feel sorry for animals. You know what I mean? They're just doing it to them. They're just doing it all day, every day. So it's like, I don't know. Can you really feel sorry for that? You know, really? It happens a lot in subway stations because I've seen on Facebook. I don't believe so. I'm not having fun. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The snake definitely can't. Well, it might be able to just, like, you know, wiggle on the ground or something. You know what I mean? Just like, just wiggle on the ground. Yeah, just that wiggle. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Maybe that's why they always like moving so much. It's just trying to get that spot. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Monkeys can. Oh, I think I've heard that so actually. Yeah, monkeys can.
Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I think that sounds something I've read somewhere. Maybe I heard wrong, but it does sound something that I've heard somewhere. Yikes. I have 3 snakes, and I can confirm that they work 24/7. There you go. There you go. Proof. Proof.
Rise and shine.
Welcome everybody to the live stream, to all the talkers and the stalkers. I appreciate you all. We gotta attack this base though. Somebody just stole my kill. Do you help them? Wow. Ah, shizzle. For those who haven't already, talkers and stalkers, make sure you sub to this channel. I try to live stream most weekdays at around about 7 p.m. GMT. Also, if you like comedy, if you like to laugh, check out my other channel, Bandit Haze. Links in the description. Much appreciated. Check it out. Got some videos coming out. One coming out tomorrow. Ooh, do you watch Impractical Jokers? I don't particularly watch it. I mean, I think I have watched it, but I guess I don't watch it on a regular basis. Well, I've watched something like that anyway. Seen it a bit. Some stuff is pretty funny. Okay. Oh, bastards. Got taken out by Optimus Prime, though. Transformers. Overwatch in disguise.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Oh, we gotta get to this payload. Escort it, man.
Such potential.
Oh, just leave it here.
Two men stare at each other down the main thoroughfare.
Enemy turret down.
No one can hide.
Yikes, man. New season is funny. What season are they on? They actually a truck in Far Cry 5 called Optimus. Well, that makes sense. Season 7.
Enemy turret here.
Come get your armor.
Autobots, transform! Oh, man. Oh, what? What just happened, man? I'm a level 13, yo. And I got a loot box. I have not paid for a loot box since playing this game. I have no intention of paying for loot boxes ever. I'm happy to get free stuff, but I don't see the point of like spending money on this crap, really. I want to know why Fallout New Vegas is so great. Why is Fallout New Vegas so great? Haze, have you ever dated a porn star before? No, I have not dated a porn star before. Oh, or if I have, then I didn't know she was a porn star. I guess that's possible. You don't always know everything about a person, so there's that. But to my knowledge, I've not dated anybody in the porn industry. Amateur or professional. Have you, or has anybody? How's the poll going for next movie? Oh, damn. Yeah, totally forgot about that. My bad. I should pimp that out a little bit, actually, shouldn't I? I should pimp that out a little bit. So, yeah, next movie night. Aiming for maybe end of March, sort of end of March or early April for the next movie night, round about then. And, okay. We've got a few movies to choose from. Let me, put the thanks for the reminder, by the way, Mac Mails. Appreciate the reminder. It might not work, by the way, because the last time we tried to post this link in the chat, it wasn't working. But if it doesn't work, it is in the Discord. It is in the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description, and it be in the Movie Nights forum on the Discord. But oh shit, let me put the link there. So hopefully that link works. It didn't work the last time for some reason, but hopefully that link works. And you could, if you haven't already, please vote. If that link doesn't work, then yeah, please join the Discord. In fact, just join the Discord anyway. Really, we have fun there. But yeah, join the Discord, and you can see the be able to use the link there. Because you're a mailman in a war between Romans and cowboy soldiers in a nuclear wasteland. Because you're a mail. Okay, so if I thought, okay, because you're a mailman in a war between the Romans and the cowboys in a nuclear wasteland. Okay, well that's one reason, I guess. My parents will destroy me. I think most parents would be displeased to find their offspring dating someone in the porn industry. Not all parents, I'm sure, but you know, I think most parents would be. But hey. Okay, here's a question then. Would you want to date somebody who works in the pornographic industry? Like, would that be a problem for you? Would you be okay with their line of work? Or is that something you feel you can get past and, you know, be fine with? Oh shoot, forgot something. Oh, that link's not working again. I don't know why the link doesn't work when I post it in the in the chat here. That is the right link. For some reason, it just does not work. I do not know why. I do not know why. That's so awkward. But it is the correct link. If you try copy and rather than clicking the link, try copy and pasting it. Try copy and pasting the link. That might actually work. No, thank you. So is that no to dating someone in the porn industry? Okay. Anybody else want to venture opinion on that? Would you be okay with dating somebody who works in the pornographic film industry? I don't think I could be okay with that, to be honest. I feel like I know. Look, I don't judge. You know, each their own. Do what you do, all that kind of stuff. But I think if I'm involved with somebody, I don't think I could be okay with that. In all honesty, I think that would bug me a lot. You know, I don't think I can do that. Unavailable. I'm in a group. Okay, I didn't know I was in a group. So what? Okay, can I... Apparently I'm in a group, but... It'd actually have to be other stuff involved. What do you mean with the porn? Dating? Or what else would need to be involved, Art House? A one nighter, sure. Okay, so for one night maybe, but not a relationship. Okay. I don't even know if I can do a one-nighter, actually. That'd be... I mean... Things can still happen, you know what I mean? Things can still happen. And then before you know it, it's like, well... Love it or hate it. It's just is what it is. Why not? Joking, I'm not an Onisi. I'm not a cuck. Onisi? What's Onisi? That sounds like a Japanese thing. What's an Onisi? what Mr. Man said. Okay. Mr. Man, you devil. Yo, JTVJ, what up? Message retracted. I didn't see what you said, but yeah, appreciate you coming through. Big up, JTVJ. Some of your local gal have done more dudes than some porn stars. That's probably not even too far from the truth. But honestly, I tend to stay away from slappers anyway. So yeah. I don't hang around too many slappers. So yo, hey, JCVJ, how you doing, my man or woman? I guess I don't know, but how you doing? Slappers, haven't heard that one. Love it. Yeah, that's an old school term we used to use in London. Slappers for a woman that's loose. We used to say slaps. This back in the 90s, by the way. I'm talking about. We used to say it back in the 90s. Old school slang, slappers. Things can still happen for real. Most people got sex tapes anyways. Well, yeah, I don't know about most people, but yeah, certainly a few. Dang, man. Bro, yeah. Oh, Anisian. Okay, the YouTuber. Okay, I know you're talking about. All right. People need some sugar. Sugar. Ba 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 ba. I'm sure you can get any girl. Well, I don't know any girl, but you know, I'll try. I'm doing quite good. Boy from Canada. Ah, nice one. Which part of Canada are you in? The British have the best history of insults. Well, you know, I'm kind of a fan of some of the American insults, actually. I guess because I grew up in London and, you know, in Britain, I'm used to British insults. I'm British slang. But yeah, I kind of like the American slang, the American insults. But it depends on how it's said. You know, I think when British people say American cusses, it doesn't always sound too cool. But yeah. From Southern Ontario. Okay, I know Ontario. Southern Ontario. So you're near the Niagara Falls then, right? We from Australia have a wide variety of insults. Oh, yes. I remember hearing a few Australian insults, actually. Okay, can I exit this group? Because apparently I'm in a group that was preventing me from joining a game. One pending friend request. I don't know who this person is, so I'm going to decline that. Autumn Bells. Who's Autumn? I don't know who Autumn Bells is, sorry. Actually, you know what? Groups. Oh, okay, here we go. My team. Alright, how do I was leave group, there you go. I'm not in a group no more. I'm not in a group no more. Yeah, for sure. I'm actually from a place called Stratford. Oh, okay, Stratford, nice. Named after the original. Yeah, we got Stratford in London. Stratford, yeah. Home of Shakespeare Festival. Okay, our river is called Avon. Ah, yeah. Stratford upon Avon. That's right. Yeah. Nice one. Aussies are also awesome at insults. It seems hard to get under their skin. So how's your day been, JTVJ? If you're in Canada, let's see, probably about afternoon for you then, right? Yeah. Afternoon, about late afternoon, maybe about 4 o'clock. I'm thinking. I'm guessing ish, 4 p.m. round about then. Ah, it's 5. Okay, 5. Okay. So how's your day? How's your day been? How's your day going? What's been happening in the JTVJ world? Sugar, ba 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 ba, honey, ba 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 ba. You are my candy girl. Having myself a midday coffee. It has been a pretty chill day. Nice. It's good to have a chill day every now and then. It really is. I don't get too many chill days these days, but hey. The life of a YouTuber is dangerous. I've recently discovered Minecraft. Okay, we've got a few Minecrafters in the village actually. I'm not sure if anything in the chat right now, but yeah, there's a few Minecrafters that come in the chat sometimes. So yeah, somehow never touched it. So my life has been forfeit to that game. I see. Yeah, got quite a few people who come to the chat. They're big fans of Minecraft. So maybe a few might come. We'll see. But yeah, definitely a few Minecraft fans here. Minesweeper, that's, oh, you know it, Mac Mills, you know it. Minesweeper, that's my jam. That's my jam, boy. Listen, Minesweeper back in the day, back in like late 90s, early 2000s, boy, that was my jam. I'm an old school gamer, so I gave up on modern games for a long time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I want to stick with Junkrat actually. Big fans of Mein Kampf, you say. Oh, excuse me. Oh, boy. Minesweeper, aight. When I heard Minecraft was inspired by Dwarf Fortress, I had to try it out. Okay, what's Dwarf Fortress? Don't even think I've heard of that game. Minesweeper, ah! But yeah, and I used to play Minesweeper a lot. I used to, listen, I mastered that game. Like, I used to play that game with an easy mode, medium, no, is it, it's called beginner, intermediate, and experts. I played it on all modes. I used to get some wicked times on that, but I used to be just like proper Zen mode on that thing, man. Damn. You don't know about me and Minesweeper? I was into that game, but they messed up. The updates that they've done, they just messed it up. Like the new Minesweeper they've got for Windows 10, I don't like it very much. It's just not the same, man. Got him. I've got like 5 seconds on easy, which was purely a fluke from random clicking. Nice one. If I remember correctly, the fastest time I ever got an easy was probably about that as well. I think about 5 seconds, maybe 6. I don't remember exactly, but it was around about there, I'm sure. But the fastest time that I have recorded, as in when I took a screenshot, is 8 seconds. I'll struggle to get 8 seconds now, though.
Thank you, my friend.
How the fuck?
Sup, fellas, lady fellas, just so you know, I am live streaming this game, so anything you say can and will be used against you in the courts of the internet. You have been warned. All right, then I think 50 seconds on medium, then 230 or something on hard. Yeah, that'd be about right, yeah. Them times, man. I think I did crack 200 seconds on expert. Like, I think the fastest I got was something like 180. I seem to remember. But it was a long time ago now, so I might even be, I might just remember it wrong. Ah, shizzle. So you stream movies on this channel as well? Yes, we do. What happens is that most of the time we're not allowed to show the actual movie because, you know, copyrights and audios and video copyrights and that whole thing. So most of the time I can't show the actual movie, but what we do is that if everybody like has the movie, right, we just like make sure everybody presses play at the same time. you know, so we could watch it all together. And it would always be, not always, but it's usually a movie that most people have already seen before as well, just because it's more about just talking about the film and having fun with that, rather than trying to show people movies, you know what I mean? But the last one we did was Who Killed Captain Alex, which was able to show on stream because the guys that were Hollywood are awesome. They gave permission to do that. But yeah, I tried to do. I haven't done it for a while. I mean, the last one was just last week, but before that, it's been a long time since it was done. So we're gonna try and do it a bit more often, like once a month. And then the next one, hopefully at the end of this month, maybe the beginning of April. If you join the Discord, you could vote on which movie you want to do the live stream for. In fact, just join Discord anyway, because why not? Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Much appreciated if you do. Can you show Missed Doubtfire? Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, the Robin Williams movie. Ooh, shit. Well, I can't show it. I mean, they probably won't let me actually show the film, but we might do a movie night on that one day. But yeah, they probably won't be able to actually show the movie for Mrs. Doubtfire. They'll probably say no. That was pretty sweet. I've recently seen one YouTuber doing that, and it reminds me of sitting on a couch with friends. Yeah, that's trying to recreate, you know, just like having a chat, talking about the film. That's why it's one of the reasons why I prefer to do films that most people have already seen, because you know you can sort of engage more with just chatting about it rather than worrying about missing the plot and story because you already know it anyway. And also films that maybe aren't too serious, I think, are best for it as well, because you can just have a bit more fun with it. We usually go with films that were made between, say, 1977 and 2009. That's not exclusively, but that's kind of the ideal range, just because, you know, older films are more likely to have been seen before. Yeah, and no porno movies. no nudie porno movies, nothing like that. We keep it clean. Keep it clean. Ah, nothing else.
Sniper! Fight toe-to-toe, you coward! Earthshatter, ready!
Ooh, where we at? Okay, can you dress up as... Hell no! 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 That is not happening. Can you dress... No. Dude, nuh-uh. I can't pay you for that. Alright, for the next movie night, we're going to show... Wet Nurses. Oh, boy. Nuh-uh. Listen. Each to their own, but Haze don't get down like that. Just censored the nudity. No, it's not even just that. I just rather not watch films with nudity in it when it comes down to it. I have a preference for not watching films with nudity. I mean, the film's most likely going to be cut out anyway, because if it's a film where, like most films, like I can't show the film anyway, so there's going to be like a big sort of picture of the movie anyway, so you won't be able to see the film. So it's just more of a preference. I'd rather not watch certain films. Test the limits. I'm kidding. Actually, it happened with we were watching The Room, and I hadn't seen The Room before, so I was watching this for the first time. And by the way, another reason why I tried to watch the films beforehand now, because I was watching The Room for the first time on stream, And what I did is that I put like a big bar over the, not a big bar, a big picture over the screen, but I lifted it up a little bit so you can see the subtitles, right? Which is cool. You know, there's no issues there. We just see the subtitles. The problem is that there was some nudity in the films, and the nudity was like right where subtitles were. So I had to go back and edit it afterwards. Like, oh, damn it. Haze don't want to be getting sticky situation. Yeah, that too. That too. JT wants some fine detail. I do feel for YouTube. It can't be easy appeasing all the advertisers. That being said, censorship is not my cup of tea. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's technically not censorship in the sense that, I mean, for example, YouTube is a privately owned platform, so it's not their responsibility to really hold up, you know, freedom of speech. But I think when you start looking at what is censorship, I'm not sure it really counts as that. But they have to. It's more of a thing where they have to say, well, look, advertisers would rather not put their brands against certain types of videos, which is understandable. You know what I mean? It's understandable from a business point of view. If you're paying to advertise your products on something, you want to advertise on things that suits your brands, not necessarily, you know, support you, whatever, but just as long as the brands are somewhat compatible. So I do get that from that point of view. It's just, it just means that if you do things that are outside of that, you have to understand that, cool, you can still do it, but yeah, you're not going to get many, if any, ads running it, you know? I do agree, actually. We are in YouTube's house. Exactly. Yeah, indeed, indeed. They're going to do what's right for their business, and each YouTuber is going to do what's right for them, yeah? And sometimes those two ideals conflict. Sometimes.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Let me stick with Junkrat for this one. Yeah, boy. Waiting, man, waiting. This thing is long blood, you get me? Oh, here we go.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem. Oh, enough waiting a while. Let's get out there.
Greetings.
Ugh.
Would have been better to run this off.
Get the payload moving.
Oh, this'll be good.
Trap. It's a trap.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Well, that's a good spot.
Oh, that's a good spot. Oi, oi, oi.
Come on, come on, come on. I hate waiting.
Oi, oi.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commences.
Alright, we've got an S. Oh, they are there already.
Come on.
Ah, you bitch, man. Got me. Them shielded guys, man. They're the ones that are just...
Is that
It's fucking need to get a lucky shot. It's actually such bullshit. Okay.
Ugh. Got him. Oh, somebody else got him that time, though. Ooh. Got him.
He knocked her off.
Got him.
Push,
Listen,
push, 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 push.
Man's not hot.
Man.
Mans can never be hot.
Impactar dia. I got it.
Yeah, when you got shields up, when we got shields too, then it's like a bit more even. Because these dudes always got shields, I swear down.
Just keep putting shields down. Behind us, behind us. I got him. I got Hondo, there's a Hondo behind us.
Oh, you got him. Alright, checkpoint, checkpoint. Checkpoint. Yeah, nice one, fellas. Keep it going. By the way, I'm live streaming, so, you know, be careful what you say.
Holy shit, you have an accent.
Oh.
Where is it? Who's it? Who's it? Who's it? Where is that?
Apparently I have an accent. Wow.
I got him. I'll heal you all. Let me switch. There you go. Y'all can heal. Dude, just come in my circle. You can heal.
Alrighty then. This is more like it. But we've got somebody with shields.
Okay.
Evens it out a little bit. Ah, got it.
Are you okay?
I got it, man. I got it.
All right, hold up.
I don't look too friendly.
I'm on the payload and moving up.
Is this your main multiplayer game that you play right now? I haven't actually given Overwatch a try. I guess so, yeah. I mean, I've only been playing it for a short while. But yeah, I guess it's probably my main multiplayer game at the moment. I do tend to switch out the games on the live streams. Like, I don't play the same game every live stream. That being said, I've probably been playing Overwatch quite a bit lately. But, you know, Far Cry 5's coming out, so I might try that. And God of War's coming out next month, so I'll almost certainly want to try that. But yeah, I do change the games from time to time. You know, I switch it up. I play something different every now and then. But yeah, I think lately I've been playing quite a lot of Overwatch, a little bit of World of Warcraft as well. Just played a little bit of Bloodborne recently too, but that game's too difficult for me, so I had to put it down. I had to put it down before it drove me crazy. Drove me crazy. Oh. Oh.
You got it.
Got him. Good game, fellas. Good game. And lady fellas. Good game, fellas and lady fellas. I definitely don't mind game hopping. I am into game design, so the more games I see, the better. Nice one. Do you work at a studio or anything like that, or is it sort of something that are you starting out, or how's that going? Boom, 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 boom.
Only 3 people?
Boom, 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 boom. 6 eliminations. Surely I've got more than that. Surely I've got more than that. I don't know. That seems a bit low. Oh well. All right, good game, fellas. Thanks for the fun, but I'm out. Laters all. All right. What's the time? What's the time? Let me play a little bit of DMC. A little bit of DMC. No. I just have always messed around with different avenues of digital. Okay. Modeling, music, pixel art, scripting, etc. Oh, I see. So it's just something as you do as okay, that's cool. Is it something that you would want to do professionally though, or is it just more of a hobby for you? Basically, I started with Quake back when I was 12 or so, modding it. I would love to do it full time. Okay. Well, you know what? That's how a lot of full-time sort of professional game designers start out. While doing things like Quake, you know, messing around with like the level design editor and that sort of thing. So if you've been doing that already, you've already got that experience, you know. So hey man, keep going. It could happen. You know. I know a guy actually. Well, I don't really know him anymore. This is a long time ago. I haven't seen him for ages. But a guy I used to know way back in the day. He used to do that sort of thing where he would, you know, build levels from, you know, Unreal Tournament. He spent a lot of time doing that. Eventually, he got into games testing. I don't know what he's doing now because I haven't seen him for a long time. But the last I heard of him, he works on Hitman 2. So I know that's a long time ago now, but yeah, like I said, I haven't seen it for a long time. So I'm sure he's done other stuff since then. But I know he did. He works on Hitman 2, so that's pretty big. I remember seeing his name in the credits as well. So I was like, oh, I know that guy. That was pretty cool. Oh wait, there we go.
They Cry HD collection.
Ebony and ivory. Yeah, just play a little bit of DMC before we to round out the stream. Load. Classic game indeed. Indeed. Open the door to the cathedral. My cousin works with GT Games. Okay. What is now Epic Games on Unreal 1. Ah, nice one. Big things, man. Big things are going on. Now, is it me or... I remember being able to shoot your gun from the ground. Blue orb. Collect them red rupee bitches, you know it. But yeah, it's neat how far it has come. It's like with things that you start, you know, when you look back at like your old work and you just think, man, I did that. I did that, yo. Yeah, I'm not sure I need anything here. Jumping and shooting, I remember. Yeah. I don't know, I seem to remember being able to shoot from the ground. Yo, Rafe Gomez, how you doing, my man? I kind of know. I guess I'm remembering it wrong because clearly I can't shoot whilst on the ground. But I don't know, that might have been maybe Devil May Cry 2, maybe? Maybe Devil May Cry 1, you can never shoot from the ground. Or maybe it's something that you get later on. Like a power-up or something. Massive monster at the end, love it. What do you mean the final boss? I don't remember the final boss actually. Just join, no worries, Rafe. How you doing, Rafe? Big up, Rafe. Appreciate you coming through, Rafe. Apparently holds down RB. Oh, okay. Nice one. Appreciate that one, JC. I knew it. I knew I meant. Yeah. Ah, shit. I knew it. I just. Yeah. There you go. Just looked it up. Nice one. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Big up for the internet and Google. Appreciate that, JCVJ. Google spies on me, but in return they give me such good search results. Yes, the freedoms we give up. This door is locked, but it looks like a rusty key may help. So if I find a rusty key, that could open the door. Wouldn't a rusty key just break though? I mean, since when a rusty key is useful for anything? A sculpture of a female in agony with a sword pierced through her chest. Devil May Cry streams next time. The stream next time. I want to see this game completed, Haze. Well, just might. Just might. Ooh, got stabbed. I'm kind of playing it bit by bit at the moment. You know, so maybe play a little bit towards the end of each stream. But yeah, I might do a proper longer stream of it. We'll see. We'll see. Shove that sharp metal stick into internal organs. I've had a key has to be rusty. Yeah, but that's a massive sword, man. Damn, I just went right through him and didn't kill him at all. Ain't even got no blood on his shirt. When the music hits, it's time to work. I remember this part. I've got a badass sword right now. I have the power. Yeah, man. Alistor. Give the possessor lightning speed and aerial capabilities. Now, I like the sound of that. If he dies, we have no game. If he dies, he dies. Game cheese at its finest here. I'm from a different generation, so take it easy on me. Is this Final Fantasy? This is not Final Fantasy. I mean, I guess it's a fantasy. And... oh, it wasn't final, though, so yeah. But nah, this is not Final Fantasy. Capcom is one of the gods of video gaming. They're pretty good. I mean, Devil May Cry was definitely a good series. I think my issue with Capcom is I think with the exception of Devil May Cry, actually, with the possible exception of Devil May Cry, they tend to milk the shit out of their franchises. Like they did that with Street Fighter. And don't get me wrong, I understand that, of course, when something's popular, you want to do more of it. I get that. It's just good business. But they milked the shit out of Street Fighter so much. And they tend to do it with a lot of their franchises. I think Devil May Cry managed to escape that somehow. Like they did Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. And then, I think, was that Devil May Cry 4? I don't remember, actually. I don't remember. But they had the DMC Devil May Cry reboots. And I think that's pretty much it for Devil May Cry games. There hasn't been that many. But yeah, a lot of the time, it's just like, they just keep going. They just keep going. It's like, come on, man. You run out of ideas already. Like Resident Evil, they milked that badly. Granted, most of them were pretty good games, but they milked it so much. What is this? This is Devil May Cry, Rafe. It's called Devil May Cry, the first Devil May Cry game. I'm playing a HD remastered version of it on the PC, but originally released for the PlayStation way back in whenever it was released. Okay, it was Resident Evil, enough said. Well, Resident Evil was good, no doubt. Come on, there was like only 6 Street Fighter 2s, I think. And 12 Mega Mans. Okay, maybe. Yeah. I think there was a lot more than 6 Street Fighter 2s, actually. I don't know how many there were, but I don't know. I think there were way more than 6. Probably close to about 60. There was a lot of Street Fighter 2 games. A lot. There seems to be a Street Fighter 2 game like every couple of weeks or something at one point. It's like, damn, and another one? And most of them were like very tiny, minor, insignificant differences. There weren't that much to differentiate one game from another. It's like, oh, this bit has one option in it, another bit doesn't have it, has a second. It's like, oh, come on, man. That doesn't warrant a whole new game. Yo, Thoughtbot, Wagwan, Thoughtbot. Is this Resident Evil 2? Nah, this is Devil May Cry. Close. It is Capcom. And it does involve, you know, monsters. So, yeah, pretty close. Oh, like Resident Evil 7. Okay. I haven't played that one yet, actually. Okay, that game with Dante. That's the one. That's the one. The key is embedded. Should I take it? Yes, I should. Rusty key. That key don't look too rusty, actually. It looks kind of, maybe a bit dirty, but I don't think I'll call it rusty. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 is the trilogy of the... I'm not too fussed about. Okay. Yeah, I've actually only played Resident Evil 1 and 2, and I played a little bit of the DMC reboot, which I didn't like very much at all. But I don't think I ever played 3. I haven't tried 4 or up, but I want to try 4. Resident Evil 1 remake for the GameCube was amazing. Yeah, man, I remember that was pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Oh, there was something there. There was something there. There was something there. Wide range gun, very destructive at close range. I like the sound of that. Equip. Yes. Yeah. Shoddy. Yo, Sing for Absolution, what up, homie? Big up. Brrr. Yo, yo, yo. We're into double digits, man. Yo, appreciate everybody coming through, for all the stalkers and the talkers. Appreciate all of y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you sub. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you happen to like comedy videos, then check out my other channel, Bandit Haze. Links in the description. Appreciate if you sub there too. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. A new comedy video out tomorrow, guys. Look out for that over on the comedy channel. Finally made it. 4 with Leon and the president's daughter, right? Yeah, that sounds about right. From what I remember. Yeah. It's set in like Europe or something. I hope your darkest enemies gets penile cancer from cirrhosis. Okay, yeah. And it's always supporting their games, which is good. Leon. Yeah, I have Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition in the steel metal case. It's shiny. Nice. I do like metal cases. There's somebody coming for me. I've got the fight music playing, but I don't see nobody. Here we go. Blast with a shotgun. Oh, ass naked with a shotgun. Get over here! Well, right, still. Yeah. I like it. I like this weapon. Woohoo, you know it. Yeah, thumbs up from Sing. Oh, wait. What's this? Get that. There's an immense power that will not allow anyone to get closer. Before I can confront the lion, I'll need a sign. Give me a sign. Alright. Benny, what's your favorite Resident Evil game? Probably Resident Evil 2 for a few reasons. One is that was the first one that I played. And two, I really liked how they did it. I liked the whole thing about you can play as Leon, you go in one direction from the car. And then if you play as Claire, you go in the opposite direction of the car. So it's almost like getting 2 games in one. You know, like it was one game, but almost like 2 different. It's almost like 2 games in one game. And I really thought that was a really cool way of doing it because you're on opposite sides of the vehicle. You go in 2 different directions, and you can like leave things for like Claire, or you know if you don't, then you know what I mean, stuff like that. And I just thought that was really cool. I thought it was really cool. So yeah, I liked that a lot. I like that. I did enjoy Resident Evil 3 as well. I did feel it was maybe a bit too easy. And I did enjoy Resident Evil 1, the first one, though that one was maybe a little bit tricky for me. I did complete it eventually. There's an engraved of a lion. There's something written. How about you guys? What's your favorite Resident Evil games if you have one? I have the Xbox 360 releases on BioShock and Dead Rising still cases. Nice. These camera angles are so bad. Yeah, they're not great to be honest, actually. Especially the way it changes and the way you have to move, and then you, all of a sudden you go to the opposite direction of where you started. Ugh. Staring all 100. Yeah. BioShock is bad. Yeah, I did like BioShock. I played the first one. I thought the classic games. Well, it is what it is, man. You can, I mean, it's like saying, like, you know, that you could, there's, you know, the way games were made back then, it's kind of like how they were. You know, you could always improve it, but then it's different from the original. But, hey, we try. This is no dig at you, but why do you re-upload so much stuff to this channel. There's not a lot of stuff. Well, there is a lot of stuff actually, but it was just stuff from an old from the other channel that I have, and the reason why I took them down from that channel is because I felt they didn't really fit in with what I was doing with that channel anymore. That being said, I did feel they needed a home, so I put them up here, and that's why. But there's only a few more to go. Like I think I can't remember when the last day is, but it's coming up. There's a few more to go, maybe a couple of a week or two worth of videos to go, and then it's done. So yeah, after sometime in March, towards the end of March, or after March, let's say, they'll be done. They'll be done by the end of March. So yeah, that's why. But it's just because I felt they didn't fit in what I was doing with the comedy channel anymore, so I took them down. But then I was like, you know, I still felt these were good videos, you know, for what they. Well, I mean, some of them are a bit corny and cheesy and cringy as hell, but you know, they're kind of good videos. So I just felt, you know, they fit in better with this channel. So yeah, that's why. That's the reason. Oh yeah, just like Singh said, in a much more succinct way. Singh just described it in a much more succinct way. So yeah, what Singh said. Everyone gave me nightmares at the age of 11. Ooh. Only those who the lion has accepted can set me free. Well, who has the lion accepted? Too close to the door. Resident Evil 3. Okay, that's your favorite one. All right. Yeah, I do like Resident Evil 3. Snickers with the shotgun. That first zombie. Code Veronica X was hard. Okay, I remember Code Veronica. I did play that. Well, I didn't complete it, but yeah, I remember playing it. I remember playing it on the Dreamcast actually. There's something written. God stands before thee. To open the path, use thy strength to drive it back. Use thy strength. And those freaking stairs to the basements. You could have become Jill or Sandwich. Jill Sandwich. Staff of Judgment, a staff that shines with mysterious lights. Well, we getting somewhere now, huh? Okay. We getting somewhere now. Still hating that we didn't get Silent Hills. What the was it PT? What's her thing, man? What's her thing? What's the age group for your audience, Haze? Varies. I mean, there's some younger folks, some older folk. Everybody's welcome in the village. You know, if you enjoy what I do, you're welcome. Young or old, boy or girl, everybody's welcome. Got him. Well, we talk about everything, so yeah, I mean everything. True. I am 15 to 35 age group. That sounds about right. I think the youngest people that I know of to watch me are probably about 14, I think, 14, 15. And I think the oldest people who watch me are maybe sort of 40, 45. It's not easy to get exact stats because the way YouTube works, it just gives you age ranges. But from what people have said, I think the oldest maybe about 40, 45. But yeah, everybody's welcome, man. If you enjoy what I do, I would say that I don't necessarily try to appeal to certain age groups. You know, I just try to make content that, you know, I think is good, and if you enjoy it, then cool. You know, if you enjoy what I do, cool. Whether you're a young person, old person, boy, girl, man, woman, it's all good, man. It's all good. Actually, I think I missed something. This game is older than you sing. When was this game released, actually? Because I actually don't remember. I think it was like... It was like 2000 something, wasn't it? I had it taken care of before the music even got to start playing. It's going to be interesting when games start entering the public domain. Yeah, I mean, we're still probably quite a long way off that, but yeah. I mean, the earliest video games were maybe during the 60s or 70s. And the way copyright works is that they enter the public domain, I think it was 70-something years after the copyright owner dies. So, yeah, we're still quite away from that, but still. Eventually. 2001 Haze. A Haze Odyssey. Ah, I'm still not worthy enough, man. For the older chat, I have a question. Do friends still call each other gay on a daily basis? I'm pretty sure that the words doesn't even have a meaning anymore. I still hear it sometimes, but very rarely. I couldn't count how many times me and my friends call each other gay. My friend uses it so much. It really doesn't. I prefer insults like twatsicle, diptard and yank. You know, the typical. It's the pleasure of being a middle schooler. Gaylord was the widespread in middle school, yeah. Yeah, back when I was in school, it was all over. Everything was, you know, things were gay. Like if you didn't like something, oh, so gay, that's so gay. And I still hear that from time to time. You know, it does still come up. No way near as much as it used to be, but yeah, no, it was definitely something that went around back in the day. I do hear a few gay people saying that as well about other gay people saying things like, you know, oh, they're so gay. I hear that sometimes. Or, you know, you're such a fag, you know, that sort of thing. I think I hear fag probably more often. I mean, as in from gay people, I hear them say fag more often. Oh, you're such a fag. You're such a fag, you know, like that. There's something engraved beneath the opening. Gaylord was the wise. Oh yeah. This is where the guided souls gather. So I can't actually take anything. All right. I wonder, do gay people get offended when people just kind of step over the meaning? I think it depends on the person. Some people would, some people won't. You know, I don't know if, you know, I don't think it's like. Individuals would always. Oh, and I've been there already. Shit. You know, what offends one individual might not offend another person, and I think that's perfectly fine, you know. If the culture they live in is wholly anti-gay, then it will likely affect each person, yeah. I think like a lot of things is just nuance, you know, like you generally, well, I'm generalizing, of course, I can't really speak on other people's behalf, but I think that, yeah, it's just a nuance to it. Like if you know somebody, like say you're friends with a gay person, or you just, not necessarily even friends, but just someone that you know, and you have some kind of rapport with them, then they know what you're like, you know what they're like, and so on, and it's kind of cool whether you say certain words, or they know that you don't necessarily mean anything bad by it, then you might find that it's not an issue. But yeah, if you don't have that kind of rapport with somebody, and you just like shouting out gay this, gay that, gay, 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 then you might be like, oh, what, dude, wait a minute. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it just depends, you know, it depends. Oh shit, that's what I wanted to do. Sometimes I remember the days when I thought butterflies were playing tag, but really just trying to smash, and he doesn't want to. Butterflies be freaky. Oh, that sword, man, that's not sword, that scissors. Nature. I'm not gonna go through this again. Hey, you need to do a smash or pass video. Nah, I don't think so. I think I'll pass on that. Yeah, I'll pass on that video. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't like, to be honest, I don't like the idea of those things. I mean, nah, I don't think I can do that. Whoa, shit. I think if I was to ever do a smash or pass video, I might do it in like as a comedy video actually. That could work. I might do it as a comedy video. I don't think I would do it as a serious video. I might do it as a comedy video. Yeah, let me see if I can think of some ideas for a comedy video, because I think as a comedy video it could work. But I wouldn't want to do it as a serious video. Not as a serious video. I think that's a bit not for me. I couldn't do that. I don't even like using Tinder for that reason, because it's so. I don't like that. I don't like it. I need a sign. All right. Save. There you go. Did everyone recover from daylight saving yet? Because time changed in the US. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Our daylight savings not till actually it's soon. I think it's the end of March. Our clocks go forward. Is it end of March? Yeah, I think is it end of March? I can't remember. Is it end of March? No, it's May. I don't remember when our clocks go forward. Actually, I don't remember. But yeah, sometime soon, I guess. We once spent a whole time in class arguing about it if gay is a bad or good. I just sat there bawling, crying. I didn't want to disrespect anyone's opinion, but I couldn't hold it in. Wow, you can say it here. Such a stupid thing to argue about. I mean, I don't think. I mean, my thing is this: a word is neither good or bad. It's just how you use the word. You know, the word itself isn't inherently bad or inherently good. Well, maybe some words are exceptions to that, but generally speaking, most words are not inherently bad or inherently good. It's just how you use the word, either with bad intentions or good intentions. So if your intentions are clean and are good, then that should be noted. You know, what are you intending to say? Are you intending to say something good about somebody, or are you intending to say something bad about somebody? You know, that's what should matter, not the word itself. The word is just a word. It's how you use the words that really matters in the end. That guy's at such a meet someone in person, best way. Bawling, crying, laughing. And that's why the internet is bad for building social skills. Yeah, 25th of March. Okay, so it's soon it goes forward then. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna write that down real quick. Smash or pass. I might do it as a comedy video. I'm gonna try and think of some ideas since at least a couple of people want it. But yeah, I'll see if I can think of some funny things to do with a smash or pass video. We'll see. I'll put my noggin to to some use. All right, we'll see. When we seen Haze versus the worst. Oh, that, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I want to do it because I feel like it's a good idea. I will say this though. I think I have a better name than Haze versus the worst for it. Let me know what you think of this. Haze mode. Yeah, what do you think of that? Haze mode. But yeah, it's I haven't done it yet. I need to try and get a game. Because I think the best way for it to work is I need to play the game first, and then kind of go back over it. So it probably needs to be a shorter game. You know, something that can kind of just get through fairly quickly. But yeah, God willing, that would happen. It would happen. But has no progress on that just yet. Appreciate you asking about it though. Big up for that. Did you see that video where this one guy tries to say that we shouldn't say marijuana because it's offensive to Mexicans? Their reasoning was that white people said that Mexicans smoked weed. Okay. That, honestly, that sounds silly to me. Right, Mexicans aren't the only people who smoke weed. Not by a long shot. Jeez. I didn't see that video, but that sounds silly to me, in all honesty. I can't imagine too many people getting offended by the word marijuana. You know, whether you smoke marijuana or you don't smoke marijuana. I can't imagine too many people being offended by the word or just being upset that somebody used the word marijuana because a white person said Mexicans smoke marijuana. Now I'm going to be upset by the word itself. That sounds like somebody who's seriously insecure, quite frankly. I don't mean to sound judgmental, but honestly, if you're offended by a word because a white person said somebody does this thing and now the word upsets you, I feel like you got other issues to be dealing with. Like maybe you need to see like a therapist or something, you know. That's boy. What is happening, man? What is happening? Marijuana was used a lot in anti-pots campaigns for a long time in the United States history, so it is related to that. But it is digging deep for a problem that is not a problem. Yeah, for real, man. To be fair, okay, Grants, I didn't know about that history, but even still, I feel like, okay, just because they use the words a lot, now the word upsets you. Okay. So if the word pots was used a lot, would that upset you? What would you start calling pots and pots for pots and pans? Well, yeah. Gotta go, sorry, one village. Yo, big up Sing for Absolution. But we ended the stream soon. Just kind of rounding out now. I appreciate you coming through. Brah, brah, brah. To all the stalkers and the talkers, I appreciate all y'all coming through. Make sure you subbed if you haven't already. Hit that notification button and check out my comedy channel, youtube.com/BanditHaze. All links in the description. Follow me on social media. I got Twitter, I got Instagram, all that good stuff. Keep up with what's going on, and of course the Discord as well. Make sure you join it. Everybody's free to join the Discord. So yeah, all links in the description. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out, y'all. I know you have probably smoked weed before, but you smoke frequently. I shall sub. You have been real cool. I appreciate that, JTVJ. Rafe, the way you phrased that question, though, that statement, I know you have probably smoked weed before. I know, right? You know? What makes you think you know? I mean, I have smoked weed before, but still, that's not the point. You know what I mean? But no, I don't smoke weed. I don't. I tried it years and years ago when I was in uni. But no, I never kept up with it. I don't do it. It's not for me. Oh, where do I go? Yeah. Only because your age. Well. Brits are known for crumpets and tea with a joint. Yeah, that's a British stereotype right there. Crumpets and tea and a marijuana joint. I'm sure there's some people who actually do that. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. But yeah, no, I tried it years ago. I got high once that I can remember. But yeah, I'm not into that. I don't do that. It doesn't. Nah, it's not for me. No thanks. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell other people what to do, but not for me. Is it common in middle-aged people because of their school experience? Well, I don't know. I'm not middle-aged. How old do you think I am? Jeez. Rafe, man. How old do you think I am? Man, I'm not that old. Not yet. Still got a while to go before I get the middle-age area. It has its uses and it has its abuses. Well, that's for sure. Yeah. Uses and abuses. I like that, actually. I think that's true for a lot of things. It has its uses and abuses. I don't know about middle-aged people. I guess. I mean, if you were around sort of in the 60s and 70s, apparently that was a big marijuana smoking time period. So I imagine if you were a young person during that time, then yeah, you probably have a history of it. I'd guess, or at least if you were a young person, say England or America, then you would. But I wouldn't know. I don't have first-hand experience of being a middle-aged person. Yeah, but I think it should be decriminalized at the least. I mean, North America, so are demographic smokers. Demographic smokes a ton. Okay, isn't it being decriminalized in America? I think I've read that somewhere. I think I've read that somewhere. I heard that somewhere that it's been decriminalized. Maybe only certain states. You told me you're like 36. If you're not, you lied. I'm 38. But yeah, that's not middle-aged. 38 is not middle-aged. Which states is recreational now? I know people of every single age. There seems to be no difference here. I'm actually in Canada. Oh shit! You just my bad. Sorry. You said North America because you did say Canada earlier. And sorry, my bad. But you said North America kind of put me off. I was thinking yeah, states. Sorry. But yeah, I think not Canada. Sorry, California. It got decriminalized there, I believe. I'm not sure about other places, but I think California is one of them. I forget which, but yeah, it's growing in Canada. It will be fully legalized from illegal in August. Okay, this August. Okay. Canada, Colorado for sure, and I think Nevada. Okay, that's like 5 others. So there's a few. So it may become like a nationwide thing, but yeah, not quite at the moment. All right. Taking into consideration that I'm 12, I haven't have any experiences with it. I don't think I would like it. No. I tried it as a teenager. I regret doing that. Is it legal in California and North Korea? I don't think many things are legal in North Korea, actually, from what I hear anyway. Oh, boy. You'll have time to consider that when you're like 18 plus. I tried many drugs as a teenager and it never helped in my life or anyone I knew. Holland Barrett's selling it. Was that CBD? What's CBD oil? What's CBD? What is that? Sounds like something old people take. And I think according to Rafe, I should be taking that. Yeah, and I tried. I think I was like maybe 18, 19 when I was trying weed, around about that age anyway. And I guess I didn't do it a lot, but you know, I did it quite a bit, just because, you know, being in uni, it was like everywhere you went, you couldn't really escape it. To be honest, I mean, you could, but you know, if you were hanging around with people, then it was difficult to escape. So it was just everywhere you went, and yeah, it was just that time. But yeah, let's. I have a scary thought. Hey, okay. That being said, enjoying beer or pots when you're having a weekend event or a movie or something is okay. What is you were a feminist? Oh, what if you were a feminist? Okay. In terms of what do you mean? And if I was a feminist in what context? I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's like having weed without the high for medicinal purposes. I have to take your word for it on that. Okay. CBD is what's so many opiates addicted people and cancer patients want. Oh, I see. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you saying what if I was a feminist, but I'm not sure what you mean in terms of like what if I was a feminist for what. I mean, if I was a feminist, I don't know, I'd probably be doing feminist things. I don't know. I don't know what feminists do. I guess I'd be, I don't know, burning my bra or something. I don't know. I don't know what feminists do. So I'm probably being mad ignorant right now, I'm sure. You do think alcohol and pot should not be marketing commercials and such too? Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. What if you dyed your hair multicolors and started not shaving your armpits? Well, I already don't shave my armpits, so I guess I'm part feminist already. I just need to start dyeing my hair multiple colors then. All right. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. That's it. So just need to start dyeing my hair multiple colors. Okay, I got an armpit thing down already. Just start dyeing my hair and be like, cool, I'm a feminist now. Yeah. I mean, if you were one of those crazy bitches that is insecure and hated all men, what if I was one of those crazy bitches that were insecure and hated all men? I guess I probably wouldn't be here. I don't think. I mean, it'd be a bit difficult to talk to people, I think, if you were that insecure and hated all men. I'm not sure how those people go about their day. Quite frankly, it's not something I can fathom. You know, I don't understand why anybody chooses to hate any group of people. It makes no sense to me. Yo, peace out, Mac. Big up for coming through. Brat, Mac Mills. It's the Mac Militant. Appreciate you coming through, man. To all the stalkers and the talkers, big up to all y'all. Well, you'd maybe not play Overwatch with the butt stuff. Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, there's that to the whole lot tracer butts and you know that kind of stuff. So yeah, I probably wouldn't be playing Overwatch. I'll probably be playing some, I don't know, girl-only game or something if one exists. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't understand why anybody chooses a life of hating anybody. And just to be clear, by the way, I do understand that not all feminists hate all men. I do get that. But in terms of the ones that do, you know, the crazy bitches, as you put it, the crazy insecure bitches that hate all men. Yeah, I can't understand why anybody chooses to hate anybody, like whether it's for gender-based, race-based, religion-based, or whatever. To me, it's a exercise in futility when you choose to hate somebody. It doesn't affect the people that you hate. It only affects yourself. You know, when you hate somebody or hate a group of people, you're the one that's affected by that. You're the one who's negatively affected by that, and so you're not doing yourself any favors. You're not hurting those people. You're just causing yourself to have issues. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're right. I would agree that it comes from, most likely comes from some kind of insecurity. Maybe not that exclusively, but I think probably most likely. So yeah, you know, when you point your finger at somebody, there's 3 pointing back at you. I think it's an important thing to remember. You know, what you hate in others is often things that you don't like about yourself. So yeah, gotta face up to your insecurities, man. It's the only way. It's the best way. Face it up. We all get insecure from time to time, but you don't dwell in that insecurity. You know, you learn to understand it, learn to understand why you have it, and you know, embrace it because it's a part of you, but also know you can move past it. You know what I mean? So but that's the fringe of feminists. Its face has become the new movement that's going on, but it has its ranges throughout history indeed. See, I'm using my transgender no gender powers. Okay. Transgender no gender powers. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Hate really gives you advantage in life. Absolutely, 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. It's just pointless. It's pointless. You know, it's so much energy wasted on something. You know, it's so much energy wasted on something, and what for? you know, because they're different from you, it's silly. It's so silly, you know. Everyone is a circumstance of their own surroundings too. We're all animals after all. Well, that's true. But you know, you could change your surroundings. You know, like if your surroundings aren't serving you in any positive way, you could change your surroundings. Not always easy, sure, you know, but it can be done. You know what I mean? Even if it means, you know, sitting alone in your room with some headphones on and listen to some music. You know, you could do something to affect your own surroundings and to what, and you know what you allow yourself to be exposed to. So it's not an easy thing always. You know, it's not always, especially if you're, you know, if you're young, you live with your parents and you can't just, you know, move away. But yeah, there's things you can do to help at least decrease the negativity around you. You know, so there's always something you can do. Always something you can do, and whatever you can do, it's worth doing. What was that? 420 Gucci Gang. 420 Gucci Gang. Alrighty then, fellas, lady fellas, people of the village. Alright. Let me stretch out a little bit. So yeah, look out for a video over on a comedy channel tomorrow. Link in the description to the Bandit Haze comedy channel. Look out for that. It's a video actually on chat up lines that girls use. That's coming out tomorrow. So yeah, considering what we were just talking about today, that might be an interesting subject to go into. But yeah, that's a video out tomorrow. Look out for that. Chat up lines that girls use, but that's on the comedy channel, being a comedy video. So if you haven't already, yeah, link in the description to the comedy channel. But yeah, make sure you sub here, make sure you sub there, make sure you got a notification on both channels. I should be live streaming again tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going out tomorrow, so yeah, I should be live streaming again tomorrow, about 7 p.m. GMT ish. What else? I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, just look out for videos. Come a new video over on the comedy channel. And yeah, join if you can join me for tomorrow for the live stream as well. That'd be much appreciated. JTVJ, new member of the village. Big up, big up, big up. Appreciate you coming through and joining us and chatting with us. Had some fun today. Rafe, big up as well. Thanks for checking in again. And for everybody else, whether you're still here, whether you're gone already, I appreciate you all. To all the stalkers and the talkers, I appreciate you guys coming through, man. You make it what it is. So thank you guys. I appreciate you and all that you do. The village is strong because you make it strong. So guys, until whenever, if ever, peace out, y'all.